How to start a clothing brand. So the first step that you want to do is you want to think of your name for your brand. The name is important, but it's not life-changing. If you don't have crazy names in your mind, it doesn't matter. You can always rebrand if you want to. So just think of a simple, cool name. It can go with the theme. If you have a theme already, this is if you're trying to cook for real. You can think of a certain theme that you want to go down, you know, certain colorways in your head. For example, my brand, Eliminate Odds. So the colorways in my head that I used was black, reddish, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of based my clothes around it. You don't have to think that deep though. You can literally go with a regular name, but don't be like these dickheads. Don't choose Motion, don't choose Money Up or Funds or these basic dead names, because you want a name that's kind of unique and different, so it doesn't just fit in with every other brand, fully paid and all these other stuff. So once you thought of your name, you want to make sure your name isn't taken anywhere on TikTok, Instagram, Shopify domain. You want to make sure it's fully yours. Even trademarks, for example, you want to check if there's a trademark under your clothing brand name and all that. You want to make sure it's fully owned by you, because sometimes people have issues where they'll buy the design, they'll get their samples, everything checked out, and then last minute they're buying a domain and it's not theirs, or they're trying to trademark it and it's not theirs. So that's what you want to do. You want to make sure you have everything in your name. Then you want to make all the social medias. You want to make the Instagram, you want to make the TikTok, you want to kind of set everything up, put a basic bio. The logo is important, I can't lie, but at the start you can really just write your brand name and just start that as a logo. Now you want to set up your Shopify. You can really wait till you get your design ready, but you can just set it up in advance, which is what I did. To have your website, there's a couple ways you can go about it. You can go Shopify or Wix or all these different places, but for me personally and everyone else, we all use Shopify. The reason with Shopify is because it literally connects everything in one. You know, you don't have to go to get your domain from GoDaddy, you don't have to go to this place or that place. It has all the apps and everything all in one, so it's just easy to go through. Then once you've signed up and you've made your Shopify account under your brand name, you want to go ahead and buy a domain. Now this is all simple, it's already on the website. It will literally tell you when you're signing up and adding your payment details and all this and that. You want to add basically the basics of your Shopify shop, like you want to pick a template, you want to add your shipping details, your payment details, and you want to pick a plan. You don't want to go with the free trial, because for some reason when you choose a Shopify free trial, you can't use most of the features, you feel me? You can't set up your website, you can't launch it and all this type of stuff. So basically you don't want to pick a free trial. Even if it's 1 week, 3 days, just ignore that. Pick a plan and pay with like the £25 one. £25 a month, that's the basic plan, and that's the one that you want to go with. The next step is buying your design. This is where you literally want to go on Instagram and you want to write on the search tab .std at no free. When you write STD, it basically means studio, you feel me? And this is where it will show all these different designers that post their designs on Instagram, and you basically want to look through them, see which ones match your brand or which ones are kind of along the right style, and then you want to just shoot them a bunch of DMs. You know, you want to message like 10 to 15 of them, figure out the price range, negotiate with them. Obviously you can either go and buy a design out front, like you can literally look at the designs and just buy one, or you can kind of give them your idea. I've done both of this in the past. You can tell them exactly what you want, what style, and they can basically recreate what's in your head, or you can make the design yourself. It's all up to you. I wouldn't recommend Fiverr personally, because I just don't feel like the quality is there. So for me, I bought all my designs from Instagram, and I would recommend you do it as well. So now you've got your design ready and you've got your website and your Instagrams and all that. This is where you want to now look for a manufacturer. Now there's a few ways you can do this. Now there's two different types of manufacturers you can go down: Pakistan and China. Pakistan's more of the cheaper one, you know what I'm saying? You can get boats for a lot less money. The quality is not as good, you feel me? But the price is there if you're just starting and you don't have much of a budget. Or China is the route if you want to get high quality, but you gotta pay a lot more. If you want to go for the Pakistan people, what you want to do is you want to get a picture, which is called your mock-up. This will usually be from your designer when you buy your design. You'll take that mock-up, you'll post it on your Instagram, and you'll use all these hashtags right here. These hashtags will push you out on the algorithm to these people, and this is what a bunch of Pakistan manufacturers usually look through. They usually look through these hashtags and they'll look at new clothing brands and message you. Literally, I'm telling you right now, once you make that post with these hashtags, you'll get a bunch of them. Every single day I was getting like 10 DMs every single day, even to this day, from Pakistan manufacturers from this hashtag. So make sure you do that if you want to go down the Pakistan route. Then a bunch of them will message you, you negotiate, you figure out the prices. When it comes to samples, if you're in the UK, which is what I'm in, you don't want to pay more than 60, 70 pounds for a hoodie, and you don't want to pay more than, I would say, 45, 50 for a t-shirt. When it comes to sets, you're probably looking at about 70 to 80 pounds, maybe 90. But that's kind of what you want to do with Pakistan. You don't want to pay too much because the quality isn't that good. When it comes to China, which is what I'm doing, I'm now making the move to China. I'm going to be using Alibaba. This is where everyone gets their Chinese manufacturers from. You literally want to go on Alibaba, you want to write what clothes you're trying to make. So for example, I write zip up hoodies and it will show a bunch of them. And what you want to do is you want to tick the boxes on the filters saying trade assurance and verified seller. This is a way that you won't get scammed, because obviously with Pakistan, you have to pay them through Western Union because they don't have PayPal. There's a risk you could get scammed. I paid £200 for a bulk order to start up, he could have easily ran away with my 50%, you feel me, but he didn't. But when you're using trade assured or verified sellers, they can't scam you because Alibaba will basically give you the money back if there's an issue. But as I said, it's way more expensive. You're looking at maybe 150 to £200 for one tracksuit sample. And then the bulk, you're looking at a minimum 50 to 100 pieces, which can tailor around 1.5 to 2k like offer it. So if you're starting off and you don't have that much of a budget, go down the Pakistan route, or you can just go down China. Then literally all you have to do is get your samples in, start marketing. Once you've gained a certain amount of followers, obviously you can go down the route of doing SMS or email marketing. This is kind of important. When your site is closed, you want to have an option so where people can add their number or email to your site. This is so you can collect numbers and data so that you can then promote all people on the day of your drop. You want to market towards a specific date, and then after have everyone ready for this one day, and then after you want to drop and basically sell. I'm gonna go in detail with all of this. I'm making a video separately, messaging designers, going through a bunch of designers, negotiating, going through the actual pieces and buying some own camera for my clothing brand. And I'm also going to be making videos with the manufacturers. I'm literally going to be making videos in depth, buying Pakistan samples and buying the same ones from China, comparing them, teaching you guys how to market. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create your website and everything in detail, step by step. Everything else I'm going to be doing in details of all of that, and working on a bunch more things where we build this community. And in this free community, we're going to be rating each other's brands, giving each other advice and knowledge. I'm working on doing future calls with everyone. It's going to be a lit community. That's in the future though, when I've established myself a bit more. But yeah, this is free gems for now, you know what I'm saying, and love.
Slanging it while like I'm pet mom. She blowing me like a saxophone. I call the shots, they can't tap my phone. It's hella way, get your money long. I just been like with me, myself. They think I'm crazy, it's crazy. Honestly, I can kill less what they think. Really, I just want the 50s and 50s.